Moving on, Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Kenya Airways, Alan Kilavoka, is advocating for deeper collaboration in reviving Ghana's national carrier. He emphasizes ongoing discussions on this matter, stressing the importance of collaborative efforts with other carriers. Here's more.
Since the early 2000s, Ghana has not had a national airline carrier despite several government efforts in recent times to establish one. With close to 50 years of experience in the aviation sector, the management of Kenya Airways hopes to use its experience to assist African countries in establishing national carriers. The Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Kenya Airways, Alan Kilavoka, called for deeper collaborations among African countries in establishing national carriers while highlighting the need for a business-friendly aviation sector.
You asked me a question about a national carrier in Ghana. My recommendation is that we should do it jointly. We used to do it many years ago in Africa through Air Afrique, for example, which is a francophone airline. We used to have it in East African Airways in Kenya, for example, in East Africa. But we did the reverse gear. While other continents are consolidating, we are fragmenting and building small and viable airlines, which we need to bring together to consolidate them and make them more viable, so that they are able to compete and offer services for African people. And then reduce taxes and cost of operations. Improve our infrastructure, especially aviation infrastructure. Talk about our air traffic control systems, our airports. They need to be improved so that they reduce the cost of African operators, because we incur a lot more. It is estimated that we spend at least 40% more costs operating within Africa compared to other operators around the world.
Alan Kilavoka added that Ghana remains an important market for Kenya Airways as it remains committed to connecting businesses in Ghana and beyond. He has, however, called on African governments to accelerate efforts in implementing AFTA objectives to promote trade.
Today, in some African countries, it's difficult for us to get to those countries because of visa restrictions, for example, because of course of custom restrictions, and so on. So what we are saying is that the ratification of the instruments, although done, need to be implemented, need to be activated, so that what the intention of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area was can be actualized. What that would mean for us is that there will be more people moving from one African country to the next, and therefore, of course, there's more business.
Kenya Airways has also indicated plans to begin flying its Boeing 787 Dreamliner in June, while also considering direct flight to the Kumasi International Airport. Kenya Airways says it is poised to do more in the aviation sector. It is also urging African governments to remove all trade barriers inhibiting the full implementation of AFTA on the continent to boost economic development. Meanwhile, the airline has also been calling for collaboration to establish a national carrier for the country. For CNL Business, my name is Daniel Sakiti.